Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lord Fenton, and it's Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video. We're still in Act 3. We're going to go ahead and end day 20. After that, do a Minsc Gloom Stalker build setup. Yeah, there's like a little build I'm going to go ahead and experiment with for the next few videos. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated and much more. Last video, we returned all 10k gold coins to the dwarf at the counting house. Once that was done, we went inside the guild hall and saved the guild from the Zents. Let's not waste any more time. Go ahead and, of course, day 20.
Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult, and if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and—
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wiclaren? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Good news is, if you want to call it that, Minsc is in the camp. Bad news is, if you want to call it that, Minsc is in the camp. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what is definitely going on. I'm trying to get a little bit of approval points with Minsc, at least. Since he's a extremely late addition to the party. Yep, you guessed it. I got him very late in the game. That's the downside. Now, upside is yeah, he'll definitely use the hand me over stuff, or say excessive armor and weapons and more. I'm just going to go ahead and pet the pets. I say the owlbear cub, and of course, yeah, our dog who's still in the party. And meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and try to get Minsc some nice clothing too. Let's go ahead and hit the party button, which is great. Okay, let's do that. There you go. Let's get him some nice clothes at least. There's Shadowheart. How you doing? Oh yeah, I am definitely go ahead and do some switch arounds and such. Let me send that to camp. I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah, I'm going to set up Minsc a bit different than his Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 counterpart. Yeah, because Rangers are different. So let's go ahead and give him that. Yeah, he has some new shoes and a new shirt. So he looks like a pimp. Or something like that anyways. So let's go ahead and pet our owlbear cub. Yeah, I know. There's the same people in this camp. And I'm the king of them. Yeah, that's right. I got about 9 out of 10. If I would have knocked out that Drow Paladin, I don't know if I would have had 10 out of 10, but that's alright. 9 out of 10 is not bad for party members to get. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to some people for a while and then definitely talk to Minsc. I will return when everything is done and definitely over with, everyone.
Yes?
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Minsc is so amazing!
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
Private word would be nice.
I don't like getting caught between the guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsc and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsc. Please, my friend. Your noble tears will not make the confessing any easier. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsc all along. So I wonder, if Minsc can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsc see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Those words are more soothing than the salve Minsc applies to the places the armor chafes. You are a kind and gentle soul. You hear what our friend says, Boo? Viconia is gone for good this time. Ah, I am sorry, Boo. I will stop up my clumsy mouth and would tear out my hair if any remained. My old friend Keldorn told me that the righteous must end their rage when the battle is done. But when Minsc thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle moon witch, he wants to kick them in the cloisters. Not just safe. She is among friends. Minsc is her friend. You are her friend. And, most important of all, Boo is her friend. I do not know all of those words, but it is clear that Boo likes Shadowheart best of all. A little too much, perhaps. It is good that Minsc is too reasonable to ever become jealous. Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions, and unwise to say certain things to their faces. Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat, and metal, and some manner of coin-operated device. Ha! Well, may he answer to the Archdevil herself, and may all her questions be hot pokers pressed against his flesh. But, for all his betrayings of Karlach, Gortash never for a moment bested her. Karlach remains Karlach. Even if all her parts were traded for tin and scrap, Minsc thinks this would still be so. And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured. Pah! She knows. A warrior always knows. After all, do you not see the wicked gleam of wisdom in Minsc and Boo's own eyes? A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better, then! Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Can you not? Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen. Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. How dare you? Minsc pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Oh, my friend. There is much more to know of Minsc's homeland than he could ever put into words. Boo might fare better, but his home is far stranger again. Well, in many ways, it is the very opposite of this city. The far side of Faerun, with empty plains, white forests, and peaks that pierce the very belly of the sky. But it is like the city too. Here, it is loud with the daily wailing of people. In Rashomon, it is also loud, if you know where to listen. The Telthors, guardian spirits of every root, rock, and tree. Here in the Sleeping Lands they are silent, but in the far north, they know how to speak still. The first time, my Dajema, a warrior's quest of proving. Minsc quickly proved that quests do not always go as the stories say. After wandering a ways and some savings of the Sword Ghost, Minsc returned to Rashiman to find a welcome fit for hamsters and heroes. The Iron Lord himself came to bear witness to Boo. Minsc of Rashiman, said he, your Dajema is done. Minsc politely disagreed. Dinah here was dead, and so his Dajema could never be done. Then swear your service to me, Minsc of Rashiman, said he. Serve your land as your lord's chosen champion. Minsc politely disagreed. It was a little awkward, but he had already sworn his service to Boo. Minsc of Rashiman, said he. You insult your Iron Lord. We will settle this matter in the circle of combat. It was only polite for Minsc to agree. After they carried the Iron Lord away, the Council of Witches gave Minsc a pack of provisions and said it would be best if he continued his adventures for a time. Yes, Boo, that was before we were stone. Perhaps we are due a little homecoming when all of this is done, no? Because it is slow and stupid and sleeping. Boo says Minsc should phrase this in a kinder fashion. Telthors are the living soul of the land. They flit about, offering petty blessings to those who show respect, or playing tricks on those who do not. This is so in Rashiman, but not beyond her borders. Here the spirits sleep, and perhaps we ought to be glad of this. In Rashiman, a Telthor is wind and snow and soil. In Baldur's Gate, it would be stink and stain and a far less pleasant type of soil. If my meaning is not clear, just check under your boot. I'm coming when all of this is done, no? As you wish. Boo, do you have much to say on the matter of something else? Ah, the mind of Minsc is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface, a lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsc, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsc you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashamar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting bridges, too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsc. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsc, Minsc also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so! If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsc cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. On this matter, I have held small council with Boo. If the worm is lodged within our skulls, should it not be possible to simply squeeze like so? Until something pops out. Pay that noise no mind. Boo has not feasted on evil's flesh in some time, and it has set his gut to bubbling. None at all. Though Boo is tiny. Perhaps he could just crawl into our ears and... You are right, Boo. A ridiculous notion. It would be far too dark to see.
We did pretty much get a lot out of Minsc, even though I am really regretting it. I don't care. I am glad Minsc is in the party. And besides, butt kicking for goodness. You heard that right. Oh, great. What does Orn want this time? Let's see here. Yeah. Grubs, I say blood. And let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, wow. Congratulations on the Steel Watch. Already read that. Congratulations on Lord Gortash. Use his hand to get in the Murder Tribunal. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and assault that like crazy. Whoever's running that, yeah, they're dead. They're so dead. All right, we just have access to the Temple of Baal, which is good. Oh, wow, wait a second. That is the same temple from Baldur's Gate 1. Oh, man. I cannot wait to see this in the future. I am really happy to see that. Okay, that's some good complete quests. Let's see. The Underduke, that is definitely finished. No failed quests, that's good. So let's go ahead and end day 20. Then, of course, start the day right at day 21 with a nice build set up. So let's do it. Welcome to day 21. So if you haven't, use the timestamps if you want to check out my experimental build for the Gloom Stalker from Minsc. Let's not waste any more time and go ahead and do it. Now, I decided to do a total respec because I did not like his stats at all. I absolutely hated it, in fact. Yep, you heard me right. I didn't enjoy those stats. So I'm going to go ahead and definitely pick the Ranger. We're going to stick with that at least because that's him. And what we're going to do is pick the, I think it's the best one. I think it's Mage Breaker. Another one's Bounty Hunter. Those are good. So Bounty Hunter is nice. This will give me saving throws and other goodies as well. I'm going to go ahead and see here. I'm not going to do Beast Tamer. Urban Tracker is nice. It gives me Slay of Hands. Wasteland Wanderer, I should say nice resistance to cold, which is good. So we'll stick with that. Because we want Minsc to go around like crazy. Now, ability scores, I'm going to go ahead and clear it and do it my way. Now, first of all, Dexterity will be the main thing, and then I'm going to do Constitution as secondary. I'm going to pump that to 12. I'm going to pump Wisdom to 12. And then I'm going to do is put Constitution at 16. And, of course, Dexterity, I should probably say, is at 16 as well. We're going to even things out. Don't worry. I'll definitely max out on Dexterity on that end. I'm going to go ahead, let's see here. Yeah, let's do Dexterity 17. Oh, no, let's do Dexterity 16, I think it is. Let's go ahead and check. Now, I have 2 points. Let's go ahead and do 14 Strength. So 14 Strength, Dexterity and Constitution 16. Dexterity is going to be the main stat. Intelligence and Charisma is going to be 8. And Wisdom 12. So his Intelligence is going to be a bit weakness. So we'll keep that there for RP reasons. And yeah, besides for my low stats. But still, I have good enough. I'll definitely use him to do some Slay of Hands, or I say, like for example, lock picking, not stealing, and other things in case we don't have a Stare on the party. This is all good. Perception, Persuasion, Nature, Investigation, and Animal Handling is nice as well. Also Survival. So there we go. We got him all set up for the spec. Now, I'm going to go ahead and equip weapon finesse items. You're asking, why is that, Fenton? Well, let me go ahead and explain this. With weapon finesse, when we level up the Gloom Stalker and go dual wielding, we'll get a nice boost in that. So level 1's done, so we're going to level 2. And let's see here. Spells, I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's see which one. Ensnaring Strike is good also. Hell, let's see here. Yeah, Hunter's Mark, this is good. So this way we do more damage on foes with that. And the other one I like Enhanced Leap in case I need to leap around and get somewhere to safety. Or leap around and get to a foe and start tearing them to pieces. I could do that. Also, I like this one as well. Ensnaring Strike. So it's probably unlocking Ensnaring Strike and Hunter's Mark. Fighting style, I could do archery. This build's good for that. We'll just have to do archery items. But I feel like it's better for 2-weapon fighting. You're asking why is that? Well, we're going to excel in that. And then we're going to do more damage with finesse weapons. Because our dexterity is going to be very high. See, we're going to change the subclass from Hunter. Well, it's supposed to be Beastmaster. I say it's default, but I'm going to do Gloom Stalker. Dread Ambush, we get about some extra attacks. Plus some nice initiatives. In other words, extra attacks as in damage, I should say more like it. So let me correct that. And Superior Dark Vision. So Minsc will be less a problem with Dark Vision and Dread Ambusher. Enemies will hide. And also hide is also the other one, Umbrella Shroud. Will have invisibility as well. We do an action that gets popped up. Disguise Self in case we want to, talk to the dead with that. And for level 2, we're going to go ahead and do the jumping one because I feel like Enhanced Leap will jump where we need to go. It's more of a, DPS type of build. We're not going to be healing with Minsc. Trust me. Now we're leveling up our Ranger to 4. Let's see here. Feats. First of all, we're going to do Dual Wielder. Now, this is the feat we need, so... Well, what we do is we're going to get +1 armor class for each weapon that, or I think it's light. And now we get to dual wield heavy weapons. But I'm going to go ahead and do light weapons for a reason being is we'll get some nice damage bonus. Otherwise, I'll use that nice strength 18 mace in one hand, and then the other hand should be the light weapon. So let's go ahead and go over a few things. We get an extra attack now at this level, which is 5. Nice. We gain Misty Step so we can teleport around. It's like a level 2 spell slot, but that's all right. Now, this one I'm going to go ahead and do is Spike Growth. So we'll drop that in front of us or near enemies, and we could go around and just annihilate foes like crazy while that is happening. There we go. We got that set up. So now we're at level 6. And yeah, so we got favorite enemies and, of course, something else. Let's go here. Favorite enemies. I'm going to do is Mage Berserker, so we get True Strike, and we also have bonuses against Spellcasters. This will help us in the sewers big time. Natural Explorer, this is another one. I'm going to go ahead and do Urban Tracker. And there's also Beastmaster, Find Familiar, but we got boost, so we don't need that. Urban Tracker is good because we get the Slay of Hands. We get to do some, rogue stuff with Minsc. That's why it's a little bit different, everyone. Oh, wow, we get some things. Now, Iron Mind, we get some nice resistance. Well, more like we get ourselves some nice saving throws with Wisdom and Intelligence. I'm doing Silence, so this way, in case the battle starts to get really too hard with Spellcasters, we'll just drop Silence on the field. That's why. Now, this next one, we get a class feature. I think that is difficulty terrain. We're like basically immune to that. And as for feats, we're going to start improving our ability scores at level 8. And it's going to be all dexterity. Yep, we're going to boost that up. And with our dual wielding, we'll get a little bit more damage in that with, light and finesse weapons. Minsc is going to have that. It's crazy. First of all, we get some kind of fear spell. That's nice. It's like another crowd control spell in case we need it. Level 3 spell. Another one I definitely like is Conjure Barrage, which is decent to good damage. And the other one is Lightning Arrows. That's another good one as well. So for a Ranger level 10, let's see here what we get. We get High in Plain Sight. We stay still. We could use that, just get behind foes, just stay still. Hopefully they fall for it. Another thing I like to do is, I think it's, let's see here. I'm trying to think which one is good. I think this one's good. Keeper of the Veil, so we get to go against evil outsiders and such. I think that might qualify towards the end of the game with the Mind Flayers. Another one I could do is, I should say, definitely Fire. We'll stick with Fire for the resistance part, too. So we're now at level 11. Okay, we get another feature. Stalker's Flurry, so this is good. So if we miss a strike, we get to have another chance to attack. Spells, we get one more. I'm going to go ahead and do Lightning Arrows. I feel like that's the best for Minsc. I just use that just to have some fun with foes with that from a safe distance in case I can't get close in on them. Now we're go ahead and get a new feat and replace the spell if we want to, but we're not. Again, we're going to go ahead and do ability improvement, and this time we're going to put dexterity at 20 exactly. And that's it for this build. Next video I'll show you on how it works exactly. Now for this build, I'd give me some hand down items from Asteron. Did get some nice gauntlets. Now for weapons, more finesse weapons. Now the chest armor itself, I'm going to be blunt about. It's the Mighty Cloth. It jumps up his strength to 16, and also gives me a bold charge as well. Now, yeah, you see the difference with the plus 12 versus the 11. Also, I give him a nice bow for a little bit of damage. Now, if I decide to ever go archer, yeah, I would switch. I would re-level up. Instead of dual wielding, I go the archer route and get that done first. So yeah, basically Minsc could definitely dual wield with the best of them and do some nice damage. I could definitely do 2 attacks, which is great. And that's with the main hands. With the off hands, and that's another 2 as well. I can move around the battlefield if the battlefield situation is bad as gets. So in other words, I'm immune to train stuff. I could throw Boo if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm using Boo as a, hit them when they're down type of deal. Now, since I'm out of the camp, so here's a recap for this video. So we definitely met Minsc, which was very good. We learned a lot from Minsc, which is nice, which is good or bad depending on your own opinion. We read one of Orin's letters congratulating us to kill Lord Gortash, and we should go to the murder tribunal. Yeah, which we're going to kill a whole bunch of murderers there. After all that is said and done, I turned Minsc into a Gloom Stalker, and I feel good about it. So we're ready for combat with some hand-me-down items and more for Minsc. In next Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video, we're going through the sewers. This is it for my Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video, Act 3, Day 20 in, and Minsc Gloom Stalker build setup video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.